Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, is brought to you by BrothersTrucks.com, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. NH Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by RockAuto.com, all the parts your car will ever need.
Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Well, Dave, you made short work of that, man. You look like an expert. I think you'd done that a time or two.
Yeah. And you gave me a couple of tips, too, that I hadn't heard before. So the process was pretty simple. We had the diff cover off already. So once you're inside there, you remove the pinion shaft lock bolt, simple as using a wrench to back that out. And that's going to free up the pinion shaft itself. You got to be careful because you don't want that thing to fall out all the way, because then your spider gears are going to fall out. And you're going to address that. That can be a super mess. You don't want to do that if you don't have to.
Yeah, I'll show them that in a minute, especially when you're in a differential. And that pinion pin, sometimes that fluid's so burnt, Dave. I've seen them. We had to get a hammer, tap it back and forth. It may not fall out that easy. I've seen them so gummed up before. You got to clean that whole differential.
From there, getting ready to actually take the axle out here. So you want to push the hub, and then push the C-clip out from the side gear and expose that. And then I was able to go in with a magnet and just get that out of there.
Right.
Sometimes you can reach up there with your finger and grab it. Occasionally it's going to fall down actually to the bottom of the differential itself. You just use the magnet and pluck that out of there. Then it was time to pull the axle out. So we took that and yanked it right out of there, and we were ready for our new axle to go in.
Absolutely. And you know, a couple things, you get the axle out of there. There's some end bearings on this one. Sometimes they're pressed onto the axle. We'll go ahead, we'll replace our end bearings and get them all in good shape. That's a whole nother show. Fluid, just as important, Dave. You got the right fluid, my friend.
You got it, John. You're going to show us here. So this is a really complicated machine right here, and things have gotten tighter and tighter with tolerances. Things are being made by computer, cut with lasers and stuff like that. So you've got tight tolerances. You want to make sure you're using the right fluid. It's not like the old days, just dumping any old fluid in there.
Exactly, and we got some additive on the table. You're not going to need it, but sometimes there's, they call them posi track. It's actually limited slip. There's really no positive where they're locked together, but limited slip, you're going to have some clutches in here. You're going to need that special additive, just like you would in any clutch pack, so it wears properly and you're turning around the corners. I'll show you how it works in a minute. Looks like you got your hands full with a lot of work.
You got it. I'm going to go get to work, sir.
You do that.
All righty.
Meanwhile, let's check out a whole differential and how it works. This is pretty neat. So I got a little mini drive shaft here because this is coming out of the transmission and it's heading over to what's called a pinion. It drives the pinion right here. These U-joints are connected to a yoke over here and you're driving your pinion. Now your pinion's going in directly into here, which is called the ring gear. This is what Dave was dealing with. This is actually a whole carrier assembly, and what's happening is I'm going in this direction and I'm transferring out to the wheels. Now this is a Healy cut gear, which is pretty cool. It's not as strong as a straight cut or a spur cut gear. It's Healy cut. Now in your spur gears, you probably heard in reverse, when you back up, that's a spur cut gear. And then when you're going forward, they're Healy cut gears, so they're a little bit quieter, but they are strong. So we got fluid in here running, and then what's happening, the pinion's turning the ring gear spinning, and then what's going on, it's actually turning your axles out here. Now, what did Dave do? Well, I can show you right here. I can take it apart, spin it around so you can see it. So this is the actual axle right here. My axle's coming in just like Dave. You can see right in here. If you look in here real good, you can see the clip. Now it won't come out because that's the only thing holding your wheel on. That's scary. Think about that for a minute. If that clip falls out or this falls out, that axle's coming out, your wheel's going with it. Shoop, right by you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out just like Dave did, just to give you a close-up look. Plus I wanna show you the spiders and the side gears. So if I pull this out right here, there's the actual pinion shaft, the same thing he pulled out. Now, right now, the clip won't fall out. He said a lot of times it will. He reached over here with his arm, pushed it in, and voila, there's the clip. Just that easy. It's gonna fall out. Now, it might not go that far because you got the other axle on the other side, but there it is. There's the actual C-clip. Now, the axle's now free to come out. So we can go ahead and remove the axle. Let's see, that's a heavy one. All right. Put that right there. Now, if you look inside of here, you got two things going on. You have side gears and pinion gears. Why is that? Well, if I turn the axle, I want to be able to turn the corner and be able to turn it at a rate where both axles aren't locked together. And you can see it right there, I'm turning it. That's what the pinion gears allow you to do. Turn without getting any damage to the car. All right, so I'm going like that, they're spinning at different speeds. Now I can actually pull them out here. And what's going on when I pull them out, there they are. There's your pinion gears. Dave said he locked it so these wouldn't fall out. And if I push on this one, There's the side gears. So the side gears are running around the pinion gears. The pinion shaft's driving the ring gear. Man, we're up and going. Hey, let's check in with Dave and see how he's coming along.
All right, John, we're going to reverse the procedure we saw just a minute ago. Now we've got Benjamin, our assistant, over here giving us a hand putting in the new axle. Go ahead and bring it in. It's pretty delicate, and you got to remember, you only have to move it a little bit down at his end to find the mark there and get it between the side gears, and he's got it popped in. Very cool. So now we're going to get our C-clip. I should be able to put it on there by hand. Back in the spot. Let's see. There we go. We got it seated. Now pull it back out, and that'll seat it there in the side gear, and we are good to go. Thanks, Benjamin. We are good to go. Now we've got to put the pinion shaft back up, and then the lock bolt that goes in, that'll hold that together, and we will button it all back up. But before we do, I want to show you this. This is the differential cover, and it was nasty before this. It had goop all around it. We went outside with a wire wheel and cleaned that off. We also cleaned the other surface here on the casing to make sure this is free of all kinds of debris, because if there's anything on this, it is going to create lots of problems down the road, and you're going to have to do this job twice. And here at Tech Garage, we're all about working smarter, not harder. And of course, rockauto.com has a gasket for us, the perfect one that fits right on here. So we will button this all up during the break. And when we come back, we're going to show you some Garage Ed that you're going to love. So stay tuned to Tech Garage, presented by rockauto.com. John, who's the sponsor of the show this week?
Dave, if I had to guess, I would say rockauto.com.
Subtle.
Yeah, big time. But you know what? They are all about Tech Garage.
And you can be too. You can catch all the previous seasons of Tech Garage on YouTube. Was that 8 seasons?
Absolutely. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that cool social media. We're pumping it out 24/7, and we love to hear from you. We're a show for the people, Dave.
It's a great place to send us a note and tell us how we're doing.